Australian artificial intelligence solutions provider SenSen Networks Limited has announced it has been awarded a $2.5 million tender with the City of Las Vegas to provide a range of intelligent transportation and smart city solutions. SenSen technology is designed to keep roads safer and congestion-free, as well as cities running smarter and more efficiently. To tell us more about it is the CEO of SenSen Networks, Dr. Subhash Challa. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, Doctor. Look, tell us a little bit about what SenSen does and what your software does, Gemini.
SenSen is an artificial intelligence company that has been founded back in 2007-8 as a spin-off from University of Technology, Sydney. We have been adding intelligence to video cameras and video streams to extract business intelligence out of them. Traditionally, people would build solutions in the security space, mostly revolving around detecting intrusions or some kind of security events. We have been focusing very much on what kind of intelligence can be extracted that can be used by businesses and governments in general, and using it to improve productivity, removing congestion, basically create very high value solutions from visual sensors like cameras.
Right, okay. So tell us about the various functions that software like Gemini provides. What does it actually do?
So the software actually has been built really working in conjunction with a number of customers over the history of the company. So in the very early days, we started monitoring, counting people in shopping centers and looking at people leaving objects and bags behind in airports, and doing all kinds of applications that people were interested in. But as time went by, we were able to engage more closely with our government customers, where we could look at operations done by like the parking officers or people who are monitoring for road safety. And most of it was done by eyeballing. So we actually automated that process. So today, a city council can drive down the street, detect all vehicles that are parked, detect all the signage that is present at this time, marry the signage restrictions to what is the the relevant business rule for the vehicle to be parking there or not, and then creating alerts and notifications to keep the roads congestion free.
So SenSen's just signed a deal in the US with the City of Las Vegas, which is a massive achievement. So when will your software start to be rolled out there?
Actually, the rollout pretty much began right now in a sense of deployment and commissioning. We are expected to hand over before August all the systems, and we believe we are on track to deliver that.
So what do you think Australian cities can learn from these big US cities about how to best manage our roads?
What's important is that to realize that Australian companies like SenSen, we are actually ahead of the curve. Our technology is better, as proven by the win we have in Las Vegas, which was an open tender, head-to-head competition-based win. So we have, we have technology local, but a lot of times Australian governments are risk averse and they want others' endorsement before they adopt it. But I think given our flexibility of the solutions that we have created, the cost effectiveness of the solutions we have developed, I think Australians should embrace this technology. Or what I mean is own it more than what they're doing right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what opportunities does SenSen see for smart city development in Australia, especially given the current climate, particularly with coronavirus?
Uh, Actually, there are multitude of applications of SenSen. One of the interesting applications we had was monitoring illegal dumping in places. So we actually got inward calls from a lot of councils where people staying at their home have been going out and dumping rubbish, which actually is costing cities a lot of money in all kinds of inappropriate places. And some of the technology that we have built with a smartphone and Gemini could be used to monitor that. We could also use this Gemini technology to count the number of people entering into shopping centers and in retail stores, because you now have restrictions on how many people need to be there inside a store. That can also be managed instead of just a security guard clicking a clicker, because this is more automated and gives statistics beyond. So there are unique and new use cases that are emerging that could be used by our cities and businesses to respond to COVID-19 challenges.
Yeah, right. Well, it's fascinating stuff. We wish you all the best with your technology, and thanks for your time this afternoon, Doctor.
Thank you.